Evening folks, this is Best in Slot and we're back with a little bit more of the Planet Zoo Arctic Adventures campaign. And where better to head to in a campaign called Arctic Adventures than Mexico. This is the Mexican Conservation Park. Global warning. If you are looking for somewhere to exhibit animals from the chilly Arctic regions, then the last place on Earth you choose is exactly where Bernie wants you to build your next zoo. Mexico. Your goal is to educate people about the creatures that will be most impacted by climate change. Let's just hope that cranking up the air conditioning high enough to keep them comfortable doesn't contribute to it. I'm nice that they're sort of addressing that definitely would happen. But anyways, we're going to head to Mexico. We've got a little iguana over here and yeah, kind of curious as to how this is going to work. Mexican zoo, Arctic animals, polar bears. It's a lot of coolers. That's a lot of coolers.
Welcome to sunny Mexico. I know, it's not exactly where you think of when you think Arctic Animal Zoo, is it? Well, I guess you know why this is going to be such a big challenge now, don't you? Huh? But this isn't some pure folly on my part. We're going to be doing important work here. We'll be highlighting the plight of many polar species to people who otherwise wouldn't have a chance to see them up close. Yeah, but don't worry though. It won't just be animals from the North Pole. Goodness, imagine our air conditioning bill if it was. Actually, on that point, I will want all of their habitats to eventually be powered by renewable energy. After all, we want to be part of the solution, not the problem.
Alrighty, here we go. That's quite a nice looking little quite a modern looking little park. Why has this popped up? Okay, let's pause things up and zoom out, take a look at what we're dealing with here. So, that's not the entrance, this is actually a humongous amount of space right here. Bloody Nora. Huge amount of space ready to build our next part of the park. Might fill in this with a little bit of water. I think that might be cooler as a river. I'm just going to do that right now. Ooh, I don't think I've played with these textures. These are some pretty cool looking little textures here. I don't know where we are, but it's cool. Yeah. There we go, look at that. How much cooler does that look already? Right, so, that's where we're going to be building. What have we got over here? We've got some flemings over there. We've got another entranceway to more animals over there if we wanted it to be. We've got some warthogs over. It's actually a really nicely made little zoo, but really tons of animals as well, which is pretty cool. Over here, this is our staff little section. We've got a... Oh, what the hell is this? Is this hippos? Can they not escape? Is that not... Really? The hippo can't walk through there? I find that hard to believe. Okay, apparently it just must be too small a gap that the hippo can't squeeze through. It's very weird. Really cool little hippo enclosure there. It's like a really nice flow to this whole thing. I love this sort of glass skirt, and it connects over to those ones as well. That's pretty cool as well. How do they come up with these ideas? Anyhoozle. What else have we got? I saw elephants. Yes, there's our dust boys hanging around, doing dust boy things. And do we have anyone else? I think maybe over here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's our, I think it was a saltwater, wasn't it? Yes, we've got a salty. There he is, bingo salty. Nice little underwater viewing section there. And then some habitat animals as well. The Goliath frog, the giant tiger land snail, and there's our green iguana, and the golden poison frog. Very nice little zoo. All good things. Right, so, game, what do you want from me? Have at least 2 habitat species from the desert biome in the zoo. Have at least 5 habitat species from the tropical biome in the zoo. Have at least 1 habitat... This is a hell of a mission. Just for the bronze, we have to bring in 3 new animals. I'm curious. I was going to say maybe one of the animals will cross over, but I suspect if it's not a desert and tropical animal. I can't imagine there's an animal that satisfies both, right? I mean, that was close. Okay, never mind. So, let's have a look at animal trading. What have we got? Aardvark, bison, Arctic wolves. We've got have we got like every animal? We've got a lot, no matter what. That's pretty cool. We've got a lot, no matter what. Sorry. So we need tropical, we need desert, and we need Tundra. So no polar bears because we can't afford those. So we can go to the Arctic wolves. We can go for the reindeer. Then they're costing conservation credits as well. I think we're going to go for the doll sheep, just because they are like my favourite animal in the world, and they're quite easy to handle. And if we go back onto this, they should be Tundra, right? D. Yes. So that's what we're going to kickstart with, the doll sheep. So if I do this, and then this. I do have a slight hangover, just as a forewarning. Wait, didn't I see them? Am I going crazy? They're not on the list. Oh, they're there. Oh, they're at the bottom. They've got their own little thing. Okay. Let's grab one dude and a couple of the higher tier females. And any other female that doesn't... Yeah, I've got you as well. Cool. That should be enough. Right. So, like I said last time, I want to try to make these exhibits a little bit more attractive than we have been doing in the past. I'm wondering if I can put this one in here, though. This looks like it's already an exhibit, doesn't it? This actually is already an exhibit. It's sort of set up along here. We're going to turn this into the doll sheep. We've got this. We might extend this out, this kind of weird little glass thingamajiggy, but yeah. Alright, cool. I actually really like this. Look, we've got the wood with the sort of these brick walls. Like, the pillars are made out of brick, but the walls are made out of wood. It's pretty cool. Okay, so, doll sheep. We don't want this to be huge, just because... let me think about this. I want them to hang around near the glass, basically, as much as possible. Also, we do need to cooler the whole thing, so what shape would you build this in? I think we'll just have it come straight down to the river, and then we'll cut it off there. So we're going to go super long, and we're just going to go straight across. Bring it down a little bit. Angle snap on. Just trying to match the general shape that they've already established, really. Match up onto the end there. Good stuff. I do want to change the pillars. If we're gonna try to do this, we're gonna do this right. I can't set multiple pillars, can I? No. This might take a minute, but I said last time, I'm determined. We're gonna make things match. We're gonna make things a little bit more stylish. It's a new year, folks. It's welcome to 2020. It's gonna be a sexy year, so that means brick pillars at the back of the exhibit. And this is the back. Nothing else is going to be out on this side as far as I can tell, so don't need to worry about this bit, but everything to be nice and thematic with the zoo. There's not a quick way to do this, right? I'm not going crazy. God, I hope there's not a quick way to do this. There we go. It's a nice, simple start. We need to get a habitat gate in here. Why are you not... Oh, you've already got... Oh! This really is already set up to be... I'm not crazy, right? There's no animals in here already. No, I think this is just meant to be your first habitat. Okay, good stuff. Right. Let's animal trading. And do. Or select all, as most people would have clicked there. And click. Cool. Cool. Like I said, we might do... I'm trying to think how I'm going to... If I grab that, and do...
Oh, I really must congratulate you on finding the space to fit in animals from such a range of different biomes. This zoo's like an amazing rainbow of life.
I can't duplicate. They're not letting me cut it out. I want to steal it for my own, but the game's clearly edited, so you're not allowed to do that. Which is immensely mean. Okay, so let's focus on making the doll sheep comfy. That already looks pretty cool. I'd like to do it though, so maybe what we'll do is grab the pieces and build it ourselves. It doesn't look that complicated. Oh god, what am I doing? Right, so environment. Terrain? They're actually perfectly happy. They actually don't require snow, interestingly enough. They do have far too much sand. I think I don't know, do we want to bring in snow? Snow's not really going to thematically look great, is it? I mean, they're happy with that. It's a little crazy, but I think that's pretty cool that works. Get some long grass in there. I mean, it's a sheep at the end of the day, you know? Give it some grass, it's happy. Okay then. Well, how do we make this exhibit a bit more interesting to look at? What do the others look like? Oh, actually, that's a good point. We don't need this fence here. Wait, do we? Let me think about this. What have we got here? I think what we can do is make it just a bit more of a rough boundary. Make it, like, steeper. Are we finally done? Are we good? Are we happy little sheep? We are happy, happy, happy little sheep. I want to fix that because that looks weird. There we go. Now that's made me a little bit paranoid. Still good? Still sexy? Still sexy. Cool. Diseased animal. Fantastic. Who's that? My sheeps. Okay. What is going... Oh my god, we've got lots of problems. Maybe there's issues with... I can't... Can I check? Is there a way to look at all of them? He's just going to tell me that there's problems with my animals. These have all arrived diseased, seemingly, which is fun for the whole family. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get some research on these guys going as well. They're going to need a little bit of love. Oh my god. What? What's going on? Why? Why are you putting me through this? Okay, there we go. Until then, let's get some stuff in. So, environment, we can use North America taiga and tundra. So, continent, North America, biome, taiga. Is it taiga? I think it's taiga. Tundra. Okay, now we do have our beloved festive spruces, but I love them so much. I really do. But I don't think it's going to fit in this park, so I'm going to try to make it blend in a little bit more. So that means picking certain types of trees and stuff. Like, I'm not sure the spruces really fit. I'm not sure any of it really fits, to be fair. Well, the ponderosa... See, these look better. These may be appropriate. They may be tundra. But I think visually they kind of blend in more with the other trees than a lot of the stuff I could have picked here, so... Same with these. And we can just put a few of these in. Like, we don't need to put them in, we're just doing it to the point that it looks good, basically. Which one are you? You're number 3. Yeah. Is there a little baby one? There's a little baby one. Put that over there. Okay. My beloved white sage has returned again, so we can put some of these. I love that. This is literally my favourite bush in the entire game right now. I don't know what it is about it, but I just think it looks like really good as grass, like around the base of trees and stuff, where you just put it like poking up a little bit like there. If there's one problem with it here, is that it more suits the tundra environment that we were using in the last map and indeed in my franchise mode. It's not a tundra map, but it's cooler than this. This is very warm looking, and therefore the white sage, I'd say, sticks out a little bit more. But it's still very cool. Labrador teas, yes, beautiful. Let's get some of those in there. I'm basically building this like my franchise park, using the exact same stuff. But I know it looks good. I don't have my... Do I have my guelders? My rose bushes? I don't think so, no. I'm going to try to not go too heavy on the trees. I don't mind bringing in quite a lot of bushes and stuff. But I think... You know, you don't tend to see lots and lots of trees in environments like this. I think it'll stick out a little bit too much and make the exhibit sort of not blend in with the rest. Whereas from a distance now, I think it looks pretty okay. Maybe a little bit more foliage heavy than the others, but that's alright. We're going to bring in some rocks as well, of course. Rocks will save the day. Well, these are pretty good as well. Get some of these. Really just spacing them out. Oh, these are pretty good. They're pretty good as well. Although I want some of these for the... one of my favourite things to do is this. Nope. Is it this one? It's this one. Have this one poking out some rocks. I don't know why, but it makes me really happy. So we'll keep those. So what? Let's put the rocks down now. I think we're going to use the wrong rocks. I think we can. I think we can get away with Taker actually. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's enough that it kind of blends in with the sunny aesthetic going on, but not over the top. Arctic looking either. Okay. Always like doing this. It's fun. Hope everyone had a good New Year. Ours was pretty amazing. If you want to see a picture, not at all, of my New Year's, but a random little selfie, there is one on my Twitter, which everyone should follow anyways. Hint, hint, cough, cough. I know, I resisted Twitter for a long time. I really did. I did not join Twitter. I joined because I felt like it's something, like, as a YouTuber, you should do, right? But I kind of wasn't active on it. I wouldn't say I'm active now, but I didn't really touch it for a very, very long time because I just didn't see the point. But in terms of let's try that in English. In terms of communicating with you guys at home, it's probably like the best way to do it. So, you know, it's got its uses. This looks really nice. Right, so I want to go back to, let's get rid of the rock. I don't want to rock today. I want to lie in bed and die. Tundra, Taiga, and North America. And I'm looking for a very specific bush. This boy here. And I think I want to put it there. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but every time I look at that, it just makes me happy. There's something about that little bush in particular that just suits perfectly hiding amongst the rocks. I think putting anything like around the base, like the little gaps in the rocks, just kind of makes a lot of sense visually. Put some of this dotted around just to bring a little random ground texture here and there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to put just a little bit more effort into our campaign exhibits than we usually do. It does mean the campaign's going to slow down a little bit. I know people are excited to return to the regular campaign, as in the non-Arctic one. We could, in theory, do an episode every day and just go Arctic, normal, and that way they'd both progress and it wouldn't be a big delay. And that way I might feel a little bit better about how long we're spending putting down foliage for this doll sheep, you know? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's what we'll do, actually. Let me know what you think. I think that's the way I'm leaning, though, now that I've said that out loud. We'll just have more episodes of the campaign, and we'll work on both the Arctic and the regular one simultaneously. Oh, these are quite cool as well. Yeah, I think we've got enough trees. Manzanita, manzanita. How about you? You're pretty cool. You're pretty... Actually, these are quite good, because these are actually Tundra... Obviously, these are Tundra appropriate, but there's something quite... I don't know if it's just me, but... that's got quite like a deserty aesthetic to me, you know? It kind of has... It looks like one of those, like a little plant that would survive in a desert environment, which makes it useful for this, considering it isn't a desert plant. Kind of trying to use slightly different foliage as we approach this area, because this is... And it doesn't really make sense that as we get closer to the water, it becomes more deserty, but we'll pretend that the reason there's a river here, or at least that this part has retained its riverness, is because there's like a flow under here, which is sapping the water out of the ground and into the water below, and this bit's not been as affected by it. There we go, there's our justification. Whether that's realistic at all is another kettle of fish, but that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. As a side note, do you know the best thing about New Year's Day is? Football. There's lots of football. It's a big old football day. Oh, we don't even play till tomorrow, but still. What else do I want here? I'm not big on lady ferns. I like my ferns to be manly. I'm big on manly ferns. No, I don't know. I love a good fern. Like, people who know me know I love ferns, but there's something about these that doesn't grab me for some reason. Maybe I need to build like a Jurassic Park. Why have I not built Jurassic Park yet? We could totally build Jurassic Park. Maybe we'll do a series. I've been thinking about this. I'm going to float this out there whilst we're working on this exhibit, because it's going to take bloody ages anyway. I've been thinking about doing a series on Planet Zoo wherein we just build cool things, essentially, because we've got franchise, we've got that campaign, but franchise everything has to blend in with the existing park, you know, right? We're trying to make Black Rock Park, we're trying to make it very cohesive and to all look like the same park, essentially. Like, I don't want a random Jurassic Park gate in the middle of it. Excuse me. So I don't really have a way right now to basically just build whatever you want, like to build the cool things you see on the workshop, stuff like that. We don't really have a series that lets me do that. We can build some cool stuff in our franchise, don't get me wrong, but it has to, you know, be thematically appropriate. So what I was thinking is trying like a new series wherein basically we just build individual builds. We just build cool things. It could be like a themed little mini-series where we build all the Jurassic Park items, like the gate and the visitor centre and the Jurassic Park fences, and like the goat feeder, we'll attach like a doll sheep to it and stuff like that. But there's other things as well. Like I had this idea, I was going to make a whole park out of it, but I've decided against it. I had an idea, for some reason I was really inspired to make, you know, the house from Stranger Things that the Briars live in? Is it the Briars? Nancy? No, it's not the Briars. It's Noah. No, it's not Noah. God, why can't I remember Stranger Things? The main people, the woman, the man. What are they called? What's the last name of the family who lives with the crazy mum in Stranger Things? Joyce. Is it Byers? It is Byers. I'm not crazy. Okay, so the Byers, right? Their house, and because we got these new Christmas lights, I was thinking you could, you know, the wall where she hangs up the letters, and the idea is that they can communicate by flashing the lights. This happens in season 1, by the way. This does not count as a spoiler. I was thinking you could build that in Planet Zoo. It'd actually look really cool. I think you could build it like a really effective version of that, and I thought that'd be really fun. But there's like no way for me to do that in our current setup. You know, it just doesn't make sense. So I was thinking we'll start like a new playthrough, or not a playthrough, but like just a long-running series where we just build whatever cool stuff strikes our fancy, like things from pop culture or new games, films, whatever, blah 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 blah. Like famous buildings around the world, famous zoo buildings, even, you know, just whatever strikes us, basically. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think it's a pretty cool little idea. I mean, it's nothing particularly unique. That's what most people do on zoo games, but. It's not something we are currently doing, so I'd like to maybe give it a go. Let me know if there's any interest, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Nearly done. Sort of. The foliage is always the long part, it really is. I kind of want to put some... This is why it takes ages, little things. I want to put some moss. Oh, we don't have the other moss, we've only got this moss. Do we have like a little one? As many people have mentioned, moss does tend to favour the undersides of things. Now, whether the flowers would grow on that, I'm not as convinced, but there you go. I think we're going to leave that. I think that's a pretty nice looking little exhibit there. Nothing too fancy, but it blends in well with the rest of the park. The fence is appropriate. I think if you loaded it into the game and that was there... Okay, you might say the foliage is much more over the top compared to the others, but other than that, I think you'd be pretty okay with it. Now... Let's get some stuff for our sheep. And then we're going to play and try to manage the many thousands of problems going on in the rest of the park. So we need a food trough, we need a water pipe, we need a barrel feeder, and we need a rubbing pillar. We colour these. Yeah, this is like it's this kind of stuff. This is stuff I never usually do. But let's make this a little bit more thematically appropriate. Isn't that cool? Actually makes such a difference as well. You can even colour these in. This, I'm less convinced is a good idea. Although, I don't hate that. Do I hate that? I might hate that, actually. The more I look at that, the more I think, well... I think it might just be a bit much. I think we want to go for like a light bronze kind of colour. Usually it's like that colour, right? A bit lighter, probably about there. So I just want to add a hint of... brown to it, more like that. So it's got like a little bit of a rusted quality. Yeah, that's alright. Can I do the same on this? Yeah. What's this going to colour? Oh, the pipe is... Ah, okay. Yeah, we can do that with this as well. Nice. And this will be the bottom bit, I assume. I'll go for that. Yeah, cool. Alright, yeah. Oh, even this. Colour everything. Mix things up a little bit, this one. Let's go... No, let's not. Let's just... keep on point. Alright, sweet. We also need... Got some randomly placed bench there. Just needs one there as well. Hello, buddy! We need some... we've got a donation bin. I'm not sure I love the colour of that, so we're going to mix that up as well. Let's use the colours we've already picked. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. It's better. I'm going to want one of those over there. This is really the only way to view these, so we'll just keep that fairly simple. And then, what have we done here? I like that. Now that's going to be a slight problem. I guess we won't have educational speakers for the doll. Oh, they've used lots of different ones. What's this one? So we've got an African one. I think this is African as well. From Mexico, but still, the African stuff can be applied. We've been using African stuff in Blackrock. A lot of it does have that kind of feel, but maybe it's because they're African animals. What I'm wondering is if... Do we have any non-African animals in the zoo, actually, is the first question. Did we see all the animals? I think so. Flamingos. Are flamingos African? Yeah, flamingos in Africa. I think you get flamingos in Africa. Yeah, well, they've got... We already saw that one. I definitely saw an education board that wasn't an African one. It was like a yellow, modern-ish looking one. Ah, there, right there. I wonder why they've done it like this. They're all just random. Everything's just random. Nothing means anything to these people. Okay. I'm thinking we're just going to put an education board there, and we'll just put a frame on it, and that's all we have to do to make that look pretty good. So, put that there. Put this one over here. Just want to clip that in the same approximate place. There we go. And we need a frame. What are they called again? African Educator Zoopedia frame. They're called frames. Are they in construction? Yes, I'm an idiot. Oh, I don't have that many of them though. Huh. We need to do some mechanic research. Oh, we don't even have the Africa theme. Yeah, that's why. Okay, it's got the India theme, the African theme, the Arctic theme, the classic theme. There we go. You should get level 1 of every theme. Nothing else really matters, but you should get level 1. We're going to leave that one over there. We're going to go grab... Thankfully, we can kind of cheat our way out of this. They're all the same. I think we'll use it, just because all the animals in this area are using it. Even if they're not African, they're using it, so... Oh, there they are African, but still. I'm not sure how... Maybe it doesn't fit the doll itself, but it does definitely fit the aesthetic of the zoo, which I think is probably more important. Also, want to... I'm a little curious as to what's... Oh, I know. I get it. This, I think, has been sunk behind the brick. Yeah. There we go. We must learn about the sheep. Now, we're nearly done. Like I said, we're going to put more work into this now. We're going to grab some of these. Although, do we need these anywhere else? Actually, yes, I want one. It's pretty cool to put the lampposts inside the brick pillars. I didn't realise that. I'll put that there. We're all kind of at a slightly strange angle, I'd say, so I think we'll stick with that. Don't need it at the other side, because you're not going to be over there. Did I add any of that? No, I guess the idea is this is more like a staff area, so we don't want to light that up. You want to kind of light up where the humans are going to be. Are there any standalone lampposts? Yeah, over there. I'm just wondering if we need one here in this corner. But the other thing I want to do is grab some plants for this little bit at the front, right in front of there. So, what are we using here? Barrel cactus. We're using North American desert and Asia, Africa. We're just going to use desert plants, essentially. So, throughout the entirety of the park and everything we add, the plants around the exhibits are all going to be desert. That's a good idea. Is there a way for me to do this? Yeah, we can stick some cheeky cactus in now and again. Cacti. Cacti, barely know her. Don't know what that possibly means, but oh no, senorita. The cactus are huge. These things are monsters, absolute monsters. I'm going to do that the other way around. I want the little one there. Medium one there. They're actually, they're giants. They're absolutely ginormous. Everything in the desert is huge. Never mind being big in Japan. I'm big in the desert. Okay. There's got to be something I can use here. Yeah, I don't love those. Quite like that. It goes inside it though. Don't go inside. Stop going inside people. It's against the rules, okay? I've decided you're not allowed to be inside people anymore. I mean, I think you can block a little bit, but yeah, I think that's fine, for example. As long as it doesn't go through, I'm okay with it. It's actually good for the animals as well. If you block off the sight lines just a little bit, the animals get less nervous and less angsty. It's always good. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. What's this? Wattle bush. Do we like the wattle bush? We don't love the wattle bush, but we don't hate the wattle bush. We've got a very complicated relationship with the wattle bush. I like the idea, actually, though, of having plant life that sits kind of like on both sides. I think we have to sink this down or it's not going to work. I'm not sure it's working anyway. I think it's important as well, just if you're going to have something, just make sure you've got a couple of them in the area to blend things in a little bit. There's some really cool plants. I've not messed around with most of the desert plants, seemingly, because I don't recognize any of these. They're actually really cool. There's a lack, however, of like flowers. I'd like some like little plants along this gap, and it's proving surprisingly difficult. And you can put the Vera in, but that's way too big. I mean, what if we sink that down? No, it looks weird. That's not happening. The Protea is like the closest thing we've got, and I don't think that looks... you know what, if you sink that in, that looks okay, actually. Yeah, it looks pretty cool to me. It very much blends in with the rest of the park. All sheep are there and happy without sticking out. The others are going to be a bit more difficult because they are going to have to be much more Arctic in their theming. You know, the polar bear, for example, which I assume we do need. It's going to need a lot of snow. But otherwise, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm very thankful we decided to go in this direction in the campaign. I think it's going to lead to some pretty cool looking zoos by the end. At the end of the day, just because it's a campaign, there's really no reason not to put the effort in, you know? Slowly I'll replace all of them with that. Now, animals we have many, many problems here. So you've got your... yeah. But there's more animals with issues. Let me go take care of them. Who else is suffering? Aha! It's a frontier person. Or somebody who decided to call themselves a frontier person. It could be either. It really could. Let's go into our animals. Welfare. Right. You all need to go to the vet. Okay, the flamingos are not thrilled either, so what's... enrichment is really the only problem with our flamings. I love these things! These make me so happy. Habitat. Let's make sure everyone else is happy before we go, eh? G. Great, flamingo. Ha. What are you missing? You're missing food enrichment. I can't actually do much about that, but you're a little bit happier. So we should make sure we've got flamingo research on the go. That's not really going to be moving right now because we are trying to cure many, many animals. I don't actually know what the problem is with most of them, if I'm honest. Animal welfare. I know the sheep are suffering, but who else has got problems? They're green. Alright, we've got a problem over here. Oh no, that's the vet. Everyone else is green. Everyone's fine. I don't understand. Oh, it's down to 5 now. Ah, right, yes. Okay, so even... Right. That's my bad, of course. Just because it's... the ground's fine doesn't mean the actual temperature's fine. So, we're not going to go all the way down to 0, I don't think. But we are going to bring in some cool... That's a huge range on those coolers. 1, 2, 3... Animals are stupid. They will not go in the right range of temperature. I'm going to bring these to, I think, 10. For some reason, I don't want them to be 0. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, they'll walk into the wrong temperature range and then complain about the temperature rather than just staying where it is at an appropriate temperature, but it is what it is. That should help us out a lot, and hopefully, no more problems. We shall see in a second. Down to 4. Come on, show me 3. Show me 3. Show me 3. I've spent a fortune. I knew I saw a boxed hyena. You will be. You will be. Ah, right. That's because you're in there, though. You will be as well, buddy. Don't you worry. You're not even... Where are you? Really? Yep, last one. And give that one a second. And we should be okay. Any second now. There we go. Look at that. No more animal alerts. Oh, no, as soon as I say that. Okay, we have some problems here with the... I think that's probably just stress, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, not a problem, actually. Alright, so I know we didn't necessarily get a lot done in this video, but we've made a really nice exhibit. Blends in really well. Everything's very thematically appropriate. And... yeah, I'm pretty happy, generally speaking. So, next video, we're going to bring in 2 more animals anyway. We're going to bring in a desert biome and a tropical biome animal. I think the other 2 should be absolutely fine. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So we need a desert biome and a tropical biome animal. And we'll try to get both of those done in the next video. This episode, of course, we had to, look around the zoo for the first time, do the introduction, blah, 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 blah. Next video, we can get started on the animals. So we should finish off both bronze missions. We should finish off bronze in the next video, is what I'm saying. Even if it's a long video, who cares? Not sure what those animals are going to be. We'll have to have a look at that next time. But we will have to build the exhibits ourselves. So I'm going to try, like I say, maybe to match thematically with the rest of the park, but good start so far. So 2 things I want a response to, if you don't mind, my lovely ladies and gentlemen. Do we do both campaigns at the same time? Would people rather wait till the Arctic one's over, because that might take, say, another couple of weeks or so, especially at this slower pace? Or do we just do the campaign more often, but then alternate between the campaigns every day, every other day, every 3 days, for example? We'd do 2 videos, something like that. So each campaign would get 2 videos a week going forward. That might be a good idea. And also, any interest in that, general build? I'd really like to have a series where we build all the items from Jurassic Park as workshop items, and we can have a collection that people can go download, and they'd have all these different anything from Jurassic Park, the visitor, the safety bunkers, the raptor pen, stuff like that. I think that is, in theory, all achievable in Planet Zoo. Maybe not 1-to-1, but I think we can get pretty close. There's other things I want to build, like the house from Stranger Things and stuff like that. So if there's any interest in that, let me know as well. That will obviously not slow down franchise mode or this. And franchise mode will be back tomorrow, so stick around for that. I'll see you lovely folks later. We do have another video coming out tonight. Not Planet Zoo or Jurassic World Evolution, in a shock twist. So stick around for that. I'll see you lovely folks then. Cheers myself as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.